we absolutely adore the game of media, and we absolutely adore the academic study of that which deserves to be studied and thought over. And that's something that's great about Lynch's work. Yes, he has, on many occasions, said that his work is to be viewed just by sort of viewing it. And then he's had occasions where he's actually put his own mysteries on the back of the box for you to try to solve, which was the case with Mulholland Drive. So we know that he is engaged in a mystery. When it comes to Mark Frost has talked in a multitude of places, several places, about the different references that he makes to media and how he's surprised that people really get as deep with it as they do and start to really figure out those references. And it is rewarding. I think it takes away from what these creators did. When people who are willing to do the work, to turn it into an academic enterprise, right? Or just turn it into a fun hobby. They like to assess it. I think it takes away from the work when we make this suggestion that that's the wrong way to view it. If anything, it would be the wrong way to view it by overlooking how difficult it is to include all of those things that are so intelligently created. If that's not your bag, that's totally fine. You can still view the work. The work will still elicit a response from you, and that's great. But in our unique situation, we are the folks who kind of realize that, like all great surrealism does, you can watch Twin Peaks annually, and it will speak to you entirely differently. That means you have to be attuned to something else. You have to be searching for something more in order for that to happen. And it is absolutely bewildering that they could create something so right that it actually does that job. That means that it is still rewarding, it is still possible, it is still right to scour through the material trying to find deeper things that mean something to you. And if it did, that's the way to view it. If that's the thing that resonates with you. And all these years later, we're still finding references. We're still lining up images from paintings and overlaying them at the top of different scenes and going, well, I'll be damned. This is actually a callback to that. What did that painting mean? What was its intention? And lo and behold, you can discover more about these scenes. That, to me, feels like the right way for me to watch the show. And that's what I was after when I ran into folks that were doing podcasts or writing books where they were decoding it for themselves. And the great majority of the material that I read in those realms really did a lot for me to uncover things. And it certainly led me down the path to understanding the Jungian inference that was happening throughout the show. Whether the show is based on the back of Jung or it's not, based on the back of unconsciousness, which I think the show goes on to tell you enough times that you should take that seriously. I think you'd actually have to fight against the narrative of the show to not believe that. But whether or not it's strictly Jungian or not, it is embedded in it. And so a lot of that work I owe their exploration. And they should not be told that they were wrong for having explored it. I was a listener to that stuff, an avid listener to it. My listeners are not wrong for wanting to explore it more in depth. They are showing their appreciation when they do that.